6 ways to improve your SEO through image optimization. Let's go. Hey, I'm Jake. I'm the lead strategist over at Wizard Marketing. We do websites and SEO for dozens of clients, and I've got to say that most people get image SEO wrong. When you're doing SEO for your website, it may not seem that images are that important. However, there are some technical aspects to images being on your website that greatly impact your search engine optimization. Here are 6 ways to improve your SEO by focusing on image optimization. You're probably not doing number 4. Number 1 is to reduce the file size. You probably know this already, but you probably don't know how much you need to reduce them. One of the biggest factors for SEO is load speed, specifically a concept called largest contentful paint. If your images are too big, it can take a long time for those pages to load. So we need to reduce them and compress them as much as possible. The general rule of thumb is to get your images under 70 kilobytes per image. But it is important to understand that we don't want to make our images look bad on the website. So you have to use your best judgment to make these images look as good as you can. There are many tools that can help you do this. Here are a couple: tinypng.com, imageresizer.com, shortpixel.com, or if you're on WordPress, you can get imagify.io or WP Smush for a plugin. Number 2, you probably know, it's alt text. Alt text is a description of your image attached directly to it. This was originally designed for screen readers so that the internet was accessible to the blind. However, Google and many other search engines realized that there was valuable data within these descriptions about the images on the page and co-opted them for search optimization. Most modern website builders have a way to add alt text to your images. Here's how we do it on WordPress. Navigate to your media library, select the image that you want to add the alt text to, and add your alt text to the box on the right. Your alt text should include any keywords on your SEO page, as well as a description of the image itself, so that Google and other search engines can prioritize the placement of this image. Number 3 is to make sure you're using the right types of images. There are a lot of image types out there, and we need to make sure that we're delivering the best ones for the internet. In general, here's your rule of thumb: JPEG for images, PNG for things with transparency, text, or lines. If you can produce things in a WebP format, which is a web future-proofed format, that's great too. Just be aware that some older browsers do not accept them. Number 4 is using descriptive file names. Oftentimes we use images that we produced off of our phones. These are automatically named by the photography app that you took them in. However, they're typically not descriptive or readable. We need to rename our files before we upload them to our website with descriptive file names. This can include both a description of the image or the keywords on the page that you want to rank for. Treat your file name much like you treat alt text. By making the file name descriptive, we create consistency across the messaging that we're telling the search engine about these files, and therefore reinforcing the validity of the file itself. Number 5 is to stop using free stock photos. This one is hard because we need images for our websites and maybe we can't produce them. However, Google introduced reverse image search years ago, so it's looking at the actual pixel data of these images. It knows when your image that you've provided is not unique. Even though you may have done all of the previous steps correctly, if it detects that your image is the same as one on 1,000 other sites, it's going to decrease the value of your image on your site, therefore reducing your overall SEO performance. If you're going to use stock imagery, make sure to alter it or change it some way, whether that is to mirror the image, add an overlay, or augment the image in some way that changes it and makes it unique. And finally, number 6, you need to use a content delivery network. Content delivery networks are like a global express delivery service for your images. They make sure they arrive to the browser no matter where your users are. By creating little copies of your website to load more locally to potential users, you increase the delivery speed of your website. And as we said before, the speed of delivery impacts your search engine optimization. Now be warned, a CDN will probably cost you a little bit of money, but if you can improve the load speed of your images and therefore your website, it will have a dramatic impact on your search engine optimization bottom line. If you don't know where to get a CDN, ask your web host who they use for their content delivery network. They'll have a recommendation. Execute these 6 strategies and your SEO is going to flourish, I promise you. If you want more advice on search engine optimization or any other marketing strategy, go to fullvelocitymarketing.com and join our free marketing community. You can ask professionals and marketing enthusiasts questions any time of day.